Hello.
Hi.
Overland exposure.
Long time no see.
Long time between drinks, as they say. See our highly professional YouTubing video set up here at home.
Yes, we're at the house. It's a bit unusual to be filming inside, but that's kind of where we're at the moment.
Yeah, we wanted to do a bit of an update for everyone. Quick and dirty, the Iveco truck's engine is kaput. We had a bit of a ticking sound. I'll throw some videos in of that. And we took it to Iveco here in Newcastle and took them a few tear aparts to find it. But
and it was like almost 2 weeks, like a week and a half of work.
But it's got a scored piston and a scratched bore, which basically they've said means the engine to throw away.
It's only done 35,000 Ks
Since the engine was changed.
since this engine was put in.
Yeah, so it's done 165,000 Ks total. We bought it at 160, and the engine's only 35,000 Ks old.
Now,
So
yeah. So it's pretty much a brand new engine. We we bought it knowing it had a brand new engine in it, knowing that we had quite a few Ks in it, that we wouldn't have to worry. But
the engine was meant to be the most reliable part of the truck, because it's the same engine that's used in all the daily vans, Iveco daily vans. All the Fuso Canters use the same engine, 3-litre twin turbo diesel. So we thought it was a bit of a safe bet, but
yeah. So we were hoping to have more canopy build videos up, and we've been
filming a lot.
We've been filming a lot of stuff. Like prior to taking it to Iveco, we were doing the canopy stuff, and we were doing some dog stuff, like getting ready.
We made a dog bed for it and everything.
Getting ready to go, because we were meant to be leaving in like 6-ish weeks, if everything was going to go to plan. And then, yeah, so while we had a few days before we had it booked in at Iveco, we quickly did a fair bit of work on it, and then took it, and then had it pretty much 2 weeks now. So we haven't been able to do much more on it, and now with the engine, we are pretty devastated.
We don't know what's going to happen.
We have no idea.
Have to ask Iveco to do it under consumer guarantee, I guess, because technically it's out of warranty. It was 2 and a bit years since the engine was installed, and apparently they only do a 12-month warranty on parts, which is a bit obscene for a whole engine.
Consider it's the whole thing, yeah.
Whole engine. So we're going to try and push and ask them very nicely to do it under warranty.
Because surely 35,000 Ks is not long enough. Like an engine should last longer than that. So a lot of people expect that. So
yeah. The mechanic was pretty clear as well. He's looked at all the data and said you haven't over revved it, you haven't overheated it. Nothing's wrong's been done to it at all. It's been treated well, the engine.
And he really doesn't understand how it's happened either. So
yeah.
He's confused. He's like, it's happened, but I don't know why. Because we were like, why? What have we done wrong? But he's like, done nothing wrong. He has no idea what's happened, why. But
he just said if it was under warranty, he would just do a straight swap instantly, because it's just a manufacturing defect, it looks like.
Yeah.
So
fingers crossed, everyone. Hopefully, Iveco come to the party. And
yeah, if you watch this video, please help us out, because we really want to take the Iveco Daily 4x4 all the way around Australia, towing caravan and having lots of fun and making videos with it.
Yeah, and we love it. We honestly love the truck, and to have this happen, we're honestly devastated. We both stood and just didn't know what to do when we got the phone call on
So
Friday.
Looking at like maybe $20,000 to replace the engine. Which is a lot of money.
Considering we weren't expecting that.
A lot of money.
Yeah. So anyway, so in the meantime, we had a lot of things ordered for delivery, like for things that we needed. So
we've made a big list, and we've been slowly ticking things off and buying them as we get the time.
Yeah. And like as part of our prep before we even bought a vehicle and a van, we actually wrote a list of the things that we wanted or needed. And then once we got the vehicle and the van, that list changed to either what was already in the vehicle and van, or what things we needed to switch out or change or add and things like that. So we had a basic list, and then we've been adding to it and ticking things off and buying things. So in this video, other than talking about how sad we are about the engine, we'll show you a few things that we've bought and had delivered, and why we bought them, what we're going to use them for, and try and show you some...
And recommend some stuff.
Recommend? Yeah. Hopefully might help you out with some things that, and like your planning and things you can sort of buy along the way. Oh dear. We'll fix it in a minute.
Thank you,
so hopefully if you've been thinking about buying bits... Oh yeah. Excuse me.
Busy, Ari.
We're busy.
We're talking to everybody. Can you see everybody? Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
So if you've been looking at creating a list and ticking off some of the things, or how you can slowly achieve getting on the road, that's what we've been doing. We sort of started a list, made the list, added to it as we go, tick things off, and we actually kept a budget as well, an idea of when we made the list, we sort of researched rough prices, and then so that was in one column, and then in the other column, when we actually bought it, we put in actual cost as well, so we can keep an idea of
exactly how much we spent.
Exactly how much we spent.
How much we were looking to spend.
Yeah, because that also, we also determined, like, we had a list of essentials we needed to buy these things to make it work. Then we had the things of like
nice to
haves or wants, and then we had things sort of in the middle as well. So like, it's kind of needed, but we could survive if we like made like a cheaper choice or something like that. So we had sort of all these different categories and
spreadsheets.
We love spreadsheets. So that helped us. We had that sort of budget.
Sorry, that's too loud.
We had that budget sort of outlined, and then when we did the actual purchase, we sort of started in the necessities and kept a record of how much we spent, and that way we could see if we had any money left over for any of the others, or decided from there how much we wanted to spend on things.
The other cool thing we've been doing is actually keeping a record of everything we've sold. We've been selling stuff because obviously storage is expensive. Yeah. And we had a lot of stuff.
So much stuff.
And we didn't even realise how much stuff we had.
Until we started sorting. So we've been sort of sorting and selling things since about July. Start of July. So about 2 months now we've been, I guess. We've sold probably 40 things on Facebook Marketplace. That's all we've been using. We haven't bothered with anything else. Nothing else.
Except eBay. I eBayed my Nintendo 64.
One thing on eBay.
$400 for my Nintendo 64.
That sat in the cupboard for the whole time that we've known each other, which is 10 years.
20 years it's been in the cupboard.
Well, I've known you for 10 and it hasn't moved since the same box. So, But anyway, so we've been, and we actually kept a record of everything we've sold, every item, and how much we sold it for as well. So that has helped us kind of just
allocate money.
And like, it was a bit more motivation as well to like, do we really want to store that, or are we should we sell it so we have a little bit more money in the bank? Kind of how much is storage for something like that going to cost compared to buying it again when we go back to a house or whatever. So so it's been really good as well. But anyway, let's show you some things we bought.
Yep.
Let's do it.
It's a ladder. Telescoping ladder. It's pretty cool. So I bought this not even a week ago, I don't think. That's pretty quick service, thank you. It wasn't expensive either. I think it was like $50 maybe. And 2 meter tall ladder. So that's how it works. Telescopes up. Run out of room here.
Yay!
That's it. So we just wanted to take a ladder with us for various reasons. Primary is probably to get into the back of the truck canopy easily. It's a little bit tall for that, but we'll just have to deal. Also, like getting up on top of the caravan if we ever have to. And also for the filming and photography side of it, sometimes you have to get up the top of a cliff or the top of a tree or something to put a camera somewhere, so it should make life a bit easier. And it stores really compactly, so bonus.
What's me?
And it takes my weight, which is good. Awesome. And pack it up.
Okay. Oh gosh, it's loud. So you slide the clips in. Yeah, cool. Strap it up.
One ladder.
How much do you think it weighs?
Oh, it's a little bit heavier than I was expecting. Probably weighs about 8 kilos. Yeah, it looks like it actually came with spare feet and spare like clips as well, in case they break. Good job. Wasn't expecting that. But,
Bonus.
bonus. All right, this is a mystery package. I think I know what it is.
We'll see if you're right. Take your bet.
All right. What a phone. We hate phone beads. And then we've got. Ooh.
What's in it?
So we've got something for you guys. It's a present for you guys.
Present for you.
It is a Rode Wireless Go microphone system.
Oh.
And this will make our audio better, hopefully. And what else we got? Oh, cool. We've got a lavalier mic, which goes on your little collar, and yeah, should help make the sound a lot better.
Oh.
Alright, got a packet, a box.
Oh.
Ooh, fancy. Pouch.
Fancy pouch.
Velcro. Ooh, fancy. Oh, top notch, got Velcro there.
You can tell we
I want to go on.
And what do we got? That's it.
Oh, God, they're small.
That's the system. It's nice and small.
Easy to lose.
Yeah. So a little fluffy wind thing, cable. And some more cables.
And another fluffy thing.
Good times. We are going to try and work this out and turn it on and then use it. And
For the next package.
See if it's better.
You let us know.
We had a few issues last night getting the microphone to work with our mobiles. Apparently we need an adapter. Yay. So anyway, we're using it now, and I'm going to quickly show you our other unboxing projects that we just received yesterday. So this is our first sponsor, so we're really excited, and it is Total Antennas from down in South Australia. And the product that we're sponsored with is a Telstra Go Selfie Go. So it's pretty cool. It's a really cool setup. It's really small, and I'll show it to you. Oh. So it's only that big. Undo it. So you guys can see. So it's really small, and it's really an actual repeater. So it receives 3G or 4G mobile signal, and then amplifies it and sends it back out to our mobiles. Alright, so I'm sure most of you guys have seen the Selfie Go before, like there's a lot of videos about it and stuff. This is the big antenna, the big mast antenna that we've got with it. It's a 7.5 dB gain omnidirectional antenna. That just means we don't need to point it at the tower or anything like that. We're going to put it on the roof of our truck on a marine mount, which lets it drop down flat. And then when we park up and we need to use it, we can just lift it up and it should be good to go. We don't know if we'll need a mast or not to get it even higher. We'll have a go. We'll see. Let's try without a mast, and if we do end up needing a mast for really remote areas, I think we'll carry some like a mast anyway for photography and stuff. So yeah, it'll help us to get our content out in remote places, which is cool. So normally the Selfie Go that you'll find people looking at and buying and everything has a really small little, it's called a T-bar antenna. It's a little black thing about this big. And generally people install it in the car, and it only provides reception for your phones in a really close range, like maybe a meter of that antenna. you get phone reception. So pretty much just inside your car. And there's a good reason for that, and that is because the mast antenna and the small antenna both operate on the same frequency. And when they're both operating on the same frequency, they interfere with each other. And it's really common. I've got a radio background, so I'm all over it, but I'll try and explain it in layman's terms. Basically, because they're on exactly the same frequencies for the same phone reception in and out, they just like buff at each other and interfere. So what we need to do is actually isolate them from each other. And so normally you'll have like this big mast on your bull bar, and then somewhere between or on the back of your canopy or something, and then you'll have the little antenna inside your car. And the idea is that there's enough isolation of metal and stuff between the two antennas that they don't interfere with each other. And this little one's really not powerful at all. So we're going the other way, and we've actually got this really cool omnidirectional antenna. It's a 4 dB omnidirectional antenna. And so if these two were mounted in the same area, like if this was on the bull bar and this was in the car, they'd completely cancel each other out and we'd have absolutely rubbish reception. Like it would be pointless. So with the big tall antenna going on the roof of the canopy, and then this omnidirectional antenna, we're actually going to put upside down and like reasonably low within the truck and within the truck canopy. And so the idea is that they won't cancel each other out. There'll be enough height separation between the two and metal and stuff that they don't interfere. Trial and error, we'll see how it goes. We can always add some more separation, or if we have to, we can go down to the smaller antenna. So we're hoping that with this omnidirectional antenna, we can actually have a phone reception in the caravan without having to move the cell phone go between the two. I did have another system worked out with like wireless routers and stuff, but this is much easier. So yeah, thank you very much to the guys at Total Antennas. They've been awesome to deal with. Craig is the guy there, and if you need this, it's called the Tradie Pack. So I'll drop a link to it below. Thanks.